Welcome to the channel Physics by IITians.
In this video lecture, we will understand microcanonical ensemble. In the earlier lecture, we have understood thoroughly about the phase space and its dynamics for the system. So in this lecture, we will understand the canonical ensemble, microcanonical ensemble theory, and it is very much important to understand the concepts for solving problems. So friends, let's start the video. So we will need to understand the phase space of classical system, what is an ensemble, types of ensemble, and microcanonical ensemble and other ensembles. Example we will discuss with classical gas and quantum states and phase space. So first question is, what is an ensemble? Now this concept of an ensemble was introduced by Gibbs in 1902. The statistical ensemble, in a very short form, the definition is the probability distribution for the state of the system. Okay, so what is the physics? I am telling you the probability distribution of the state of the system. Maybe you cannot understand what is the meaning of that. So you need to understand the physics behind this. Suppose you are making an experiment. Okay, so the ensemble formalizes the notion that an experimenter repeating an experiment again and again under the same macroscopic conditions but unable to control the microscopic details may expect to observe a range of different outcomes. So all over suppose I am making the volume is constant, I am making the temperature is constant, I am making the overall energy E is constant, but and I am repeating the experiment, but I am getting several outputs due to its several possible different microstates, which is not within my control. Okay, so this is the meaning of the ensemble. That is the system within a certain definite macro state. I'm experimenting with making it the same macro state. That is the canonical ensemble. The definition is that it's an isolated system. I am not making any kind of heat transfer, any kind of pressure I am not applying, any kind of volume change is not happening, any kind of chemical reaction is not happening, but still I am getting different outputs. That is the microcanonical ensemble. Now, this is the different photos of the statistical ensemble. One with the microcanonical, that is totally in an insulation or insulated system. Another is canonical. Another one is grand canonical, and several other ensembles are denoted here. So you think that okay, this system is static because I am kept it. This I have kept the system as an isolated system. So the system is obviously static, but the definition of statics is the macroscopically static because you are not going to understand the inside dynamics of that system. That is, despite the motion of their internal parts, you are talking the system is static. But how do you describe this kind of static systems where the internal motions is continuously happening or continuously changing? So you can describe by a set of macroscopically observable variables. Okay, and these systems can be described by statistical ensembles that depend on a few observable parameters and which are in statistical equilibrium. Why this important? Because you are observing the system which is static macroscopically. So what are the types of ensemble? I have already mentioned that the microcanonical ensemble, canonical ensemble, grand canonical ensemble. For the microcanonical ensemble, that is fixed NVE. For the canonical ensemble, N and T is fixed, not E. Energy transfer is happening or occurring. For the grand canonical ensemble, fixed chemical potential and temperature, where number of particles are also changing, energy transfer is also happening. Now, the definition of the microcanonical ensemble, we have to understand how the system can be represented. Suppose we are taking a system which is confined within certain energy, okay? And since this is totally isolated system, the energy we are confined, the ranging is from E minus del half into del and E plus half del. So the system can be represented with a large number of possible microstates within this hypershell that is defined by E minus half del within E plus half del. And this is large number of microstates are possible from the theory postulate of equal a priori probability. And what will be the volume of the phase space enclosed within the cell? And it will be given by omega and that is the integration of the D3N into D3NQ into D3NP, where this 3N for the Q, that is denoting you the position space and volume in the position space, and D3NP is denoting the volume in the momentum space. So for microcanonical ensemble, rho, that is the probability density, it is constant, okay, because it is not changing with time, and it is constant if I confine my energy level within this minus E minus half delta to E plus half delta. So it will be constant within certain range of energy levels which I have fixed, but otherwise the state density state or density is 0. So what will be the ensemble average? The ensemble average or F average is the time average of F, and F average will become the F experimental. This brings us the most important result, that ensemble average of any physical quantity F is identical with the value one expects to obtain on making an appropriate measurement of the given system. Okay. Since this is not changing with the time, if you are continuously repeating your experiment and you are getting some average value of some particular quantity, and it will give you the experimental value. So what will be the classical version for the density of the phase space, that is rho is 1 by omega, where omega is the number of accessible microstates within that specified value of energy, and it will be 0 for outside that energy level. So this omega is already defined as integration over dp into dq, the volume integration over dp dq. So the total number of microstates of a gas of n particles with energy E in a volume V can be written as omega, that is the total number of microstates for this particular gas, can be any gas, ideal gas you are taking, that the number of particles are n, energy is E, volume is V, then it will be written as 1 by h cross whole to the power 3n integration over E dp to dqy, where dpi dqy represents you the three configurations, three different components, that is dpx, dpy, dpz, and dqx, dqy, dqz. Okay, so suppose we are taking a gas system. So the two system, the system 1 with energy E1, volume V1, number of particles N1, and the system 2 with energy E2, volume V2, and number of particles is N2. So the total energy we are keeping it fixed since the system is isolated. So E1 plus E2 should be equals to E, and then let the system be isolated initially. Then the number of microstates of the two systems are denoted by omega 1 and omega 2, where omega 1 is a function of energy, number of particles, and volume of the first system. Omega 2 will be function of energy of the second system, number of particles of the second system, volume of the second system. So the total number of microstate of the combined system is omega, and it can be written as omega 1 into omega 2, since these are totally two independent systems. So what will happen at thermodynamic equilibrium? At thermodynamic equilibrium, the energy will be maximized to make the entropy the maximized. Okay, so at thermodynamic equilibrium, if you put in a maximizing the energy, only those microstates are possible which will maximize the energy. So you make del omega by del E1 is equals to 0. And you get this quantity as del ln omega 1 by del E1 equals to del ln omega 2 by del E2. So S equals to K into ln omega. It is satisfying this thermodynamic equilibrium. It is satisfying this statistical mechanical condition. We have already discussed it in the previous video. Now you can have a genuine question that, okay, I am assuming that this is our statistical definition of the entropy, and it is followed by the microcanonical ensemble at the thermodynamic equilibrium. Now how do I find out the probability of the macrostates? I have also already defined the microstates by specifying the Q and P of the particles, of the individual particles in the configuration space. So the answer for your question that what will be the probability of macro state? So the probability of macro state depends on how many microstates are present in the system. Okay, so you can have a question. Okay, let us verify it. Sure, we can verify. We can take the macro state or configuration of the gas as gamma, where gamma denotes the macro state of the system or the for the gas particle. Now it could be a particular momentum distribution of the particles, or it could denote a particular position distribution of the particles. Okay, so overall distribution, we are denoting it as a macro state of the system. Now let us assume the number of microstates associated with this macro state is denoted by omega gamma. So omega for the microstates of the system, but here the omega gamma is the microstates associated with this particular macrostate gamma. So what will be that? Then the probability of the macrostate gamma is denoted by P gamma equals to omega gamma divided by omega. The probability of a state gamma is equals to the number of microstates in gamma divided by the total number of microstates. Okay, so the number of, this is the simple definition of the probability, that all the possible microstates, and this is all the possible microstate or all the events that are possible, and this is the favorable events or the favorable microstates which are assigned to that particular macrostate, and this is the probability of that particular macrostate. So how do you calculate the number of microstate in phase space? You have to define or you have to assign the inner momentum and position of the particle, and you have to divide by h to the power 3n, where h to the power 3n is the minimum uncertainty in the phase space. And what will be the number of macrostate? How do you what will be the number of macrostate for the phase space? That is defined by omega gamma, that is 1 by h cross to the power 3n integration over gamma and dpi and dqi. So dpi into dqi represents you the integration for the momentum space and for the position space. So the number of microstates and density of states, you also can relate that the density of states can be written as Gp into dp, that is V by h cube 4 pi p square dp, and in terms of energy you can define density of state as V by h cube 2 pi into 2m to the power 3 by 2 epsilon to the power half into d epsilon. Basically the students, what they do, they just mug up these two formulas for the density of state, one with the P and another with the E, but you shouldn't mug up this formula. You have to understand that how we get the density of states from the number of microstates or from the density from the configuration space. And these are all the physics behind this canonical ensemble. What happened if we specify the phase space in quantum mechanics? So also the classical correction for the grid space minimum uncertainty in the grids, that is H. Here also you have to find out, you have to obey the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, that is delta x into delta p or delta q into delta p minimum is H cross, because you are taking the phase space and you are making this small grids, and the grids which you can definitely measure, that should be greater than H cross. Within that you cannot measure more precisely below that particular H cross. This is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So in quantum mechanics, the coordinates of P and Q of the phase space normally become Hermitian operators in Hilbert space. The classically we are dealing these things in configuration space or in the 6n dimensional space. Here in quantum mechanics, we will deal it in the Hilbert space, and all the configuration, all the information will be coming out with the same steps like in classical mechanics we have done. So friends, we have an announcement. If you want to analyze your preparation through our time-based online test series, you can join here with a minimum cost of only 699 rupees, the 15 test, and you can also register here from this link, and you can also give the free test within this website. Thank you so much.